Okay, so the report number, and you're Martin,
Yes.
and you're the secretary for what?
Domestic violence.
So this is domestic violence detail.
Yes.
Or is it with the police? I mean, who is this? I was given the resource. I don't know a lot about it.
Oh, well, there's a domestic violence detail. So if the report number that you have, if it's
Is it PD? Is it a social worker? Is it an organization?
It's still PD. Yes.
It's through the police department. Domestic violence detail.
Yes.
Okay. So the report number is 26
Uh-huh.
00 36 037.
037.
My domestic violence is complicated because police are aiding and abetting it. Yeah. So it's on police too.
Oh, wow.
They're the
I know
minions.
Here, well, for
My abuser's a ghost and the police are the minions.
Yeah, because I know here, well, again, more for my position as secretary. Usually, I'll answer the phone calls and then I'll look at the report.
This has been the problem for 10 years because it's an impossibility the way it's networked. Like earlier with the bathroom, it's impossible because you call years and you just can't find for years that person that assists with what you need, with your needs. So you're the receptionist, and then I've called numerous law firms, and they're all receptionists too, and the attorneys are hid. And I have a legal crisis going on and need attorneys, but everywhere I'm calling, they're all receptionists. And I can never get legal representation in a crisis where I need it. I need legal representation. I have legal issues and can't pay an attorney because they're all receptionists all over the country.
Okay.
Just like you're a receptionist.
Okay. Well, I'll see what I can do on my end here.
I mean, if you're domestic violence is pretty serious for no one to be able to help all these years, especially with PD. So there's no immediate remedies. PD can't do anything with someone in a domestic violence crisis, especially if it involves PD. That's even more serious. Not everybody can enforce their abuse with badges and guns. And then go around and listen to civilians to not open up businesses to keep them from food and using the bathroom. That open at 9 and the time now is 10:36. And just like the bathrooms. And then when they're not doing that, they're threatening to break the door down and arrest you and keep you from other locations.
Okay. Give me a quick sec.
Apparently in this state, if the police are aiding and abetting domestic violence, you can't flee it. That's what I've seen. Your only option is to go to mental hospitals for 8 hours and then get put out of that and forced into the heat. You have no education for domestic violence on the domestic violence detail line?
Well, again, all I do is just I'll pull up the report, and if it's assigned to a detective, the detective.
But how does a woman flee abuse if it's like a unicorn? You hunt and hunt to flee abuse, and you can't never obtain it. You get transferred around for years, and you just cannot find that person for 10 years.
Is there a specific person you're looking for?
I thought it was PD, and you had the answers. This says domestic violence detail, and you have no clue on how to help someone flee, like all police that I've came in contact with. And I thought you were trained with domestic violence detail, and you are just as clueless as I am. And I find that mysterious to repeatedly keep experiencing it.
Well, is there a specific issue you have with?
I just told you I was involved in a domestic violence crisis that involves PD. And they've had a free reign of terror. If I'm in domestic violence and you won't tell me how to flee domestic violence and you're with domestic violence detail, that's serious. You're scamming that you have no knowledge, and this is for domestic violence. And everyone has done it along with you that I came in contact with. Even domestic violence organizations. They didn't know either. The few that I was able to get in. You have no one knows on how to flee domestic violence on the domestic violence detail? You don't know what you do there?
I can get a detective for you, and then you can speak.
What
to
do
the
you do there?
detective.
The domestic violence detail, what do you do?
I'm a secretary here.
The whole department is just to be a secretary?
No.
What is the
It
department
is
for,
a
sir?
domestic violence detail.
Okay, so what do you do?
Myself, I am a secretary here. There's
The domestic violence detail, what exactly do you do there? For the detail, not just your specific position. The whole department.
They investigate domestic violence incidents.
Okay, so how is it going to happen when it's PD doing it?
Well, they would still handle it. It's not different.
Okay, well, I just gave you, if it's not different, I just gave you a number telling you that PD keeps on, every time I try to report their crimes, they want to send out mental health people. And then numerous times my freedom has been taken. So how do I get something done with PD threatening to break down a door because I'm using the bathroom and cutting off my food supply
Okay.
and access to shelter? Okay. So notice that with all these mysterious things, they're in cahoots with these strange people. No, none of the PD wants to, because the PD is stalking me and setting up people to do this. That's what one of the minions said. PD had them do it. So they're not taking reports for crimes that they're having people commit. They can't find any of the reports that I've made and uploaded. All they have is a scam on why they came to threaten to break down the door, a false report, and then something else to cover their tracks. None of all the insanity that I've been through and reported. They can't take the report of the shelter telling me to get out and I don't know them because they had them do it.
Our city's municipal channel, LBTV, connects you to Long Beach. LBTV.
I had my own job, my own car, numerous times, and the government keeps getting involved to take everything that I have. My own place with things in it.
Or anytime online at
Yes, I'm in a domestic violence crisis that involves PD, and PD has been involved in it for years. And I was told that they don't have a free reign of terror, and they can get accountability for being aiding and abetting a domestic violence crisis.
Okay. Do you have a report number so I could start?
Yeah, well, all the other reports, they're tampering with evidence and did not make. The only two reports they have is to cover their tracks, but I do have this report. I gave it to the other gentleman, and he didn't do anything regarding it. It's 26
Let's start with that one.
26 00. And what's your badge number?
My badge number is 10051.
Okay, and Rodriguez. With the domestic violence detail?
Correct.
Okay, 2600 36037. All the other reports have disappeared. It's a repeated pattern.
Oh, wow.
They're covering for all these crimes. People have came up to, I've been attacked at another jurisdiction. Someone stole my salad. They shouldn't have known that I had a salad. They made false reports to keep me from being in businesses. Police threatened to break a bathroom door down. They've shut down bathroom access in multiple different places, removed porta potties. Someone's psychotic and thinks that they can keep me from using the bathroom and actually doing it. And then they're making false reports to cut off my food supply, access to shelter, access to bathrooms.
Who's making the false police report?
It seemed to be PD
Okay.
as me being used as minions. And then when I tried to report PD's behavior, they're tampering with evidence and won't take the reports of their behavior and sending out mental health teams to cover their tracks.
Okay.
It's been happening state to state, jurisdiction to jurisdiction for years.
Okay, I'm looking at this report. Let me see. Assistant speaking to the sergeant. You spoke with Sergeant Herrera, correct?
I don't know who I spoke with. All I know is that someone sent out a mental health team to cover law enforcement's tracks. And they're keeping me from any kind of social worker assistance, any crisis help, as they've been doing years. And it puts my safety at risk.
It was our mental evaluation unit, Officer Brooks, with his technician.
But we're deflecting on the fact that I'm in a crisis and PD's interrupting any kind of crisis assistance, which is a threat to my safety.
How may I help you today?
I don't know. You're the domestic violence detail team, you claim? And you refuse to help and investigate domestic violence? You don't want me to know how you help people with domestic violence? You want me to do my own investigation work?
No, but I'm asking you what
What would you recommend as the domestic violence detail team for what you heard? To what do you have to do to not get criminal charges?
So there's a difference. If you're telling me there's a crime, was there a boyfriend involved or?
Yes, there was someone
or
online.
husband?
I can't believe that someone would have let someone like this abuse so much power, but that is domestic violence. The APD is aiding and abetting the domestic violence crisis.
Right.
And they told me that
Well,
PD being
was it
accomplices still has accountability.
The assault with your husband or boyfriend?
It's like a partner like situation online
Oh,
that I
okay,
met
so
a couple
you had
times
partner online that battered you, or how did they commit a crime?
using PD. The person is a ghost and using PD as minions.
Yeah.
And PD's covering that person's tracks and facilitating and enforcing their abuse with badges and guns and enlisting civilians in their crimes and then covering their tracks because they're having civilians commit crimes for them. And so they cover for the civilians.
Okay, I get you. So what do you need from me? That's my question.
What do you have to do to not get criminal charges? I've been through this human hamster wheel. I'm trying to prove it, that my rights are indeed being
I
violated.
don't have criminal charges against you, man.
Are you refusing to do anything about the domestic violence crisis?
Well, I'm asking you to describe the crisis, and you're just keep reverting back.
So
to
you're
the
blaming
assault.
me for your crime of keeping me from doing a report of PD being enlisted in domestic violence? You're blaming me? Don't you know that's psychologically abusive? So you're blaming me for your crimes?
I
Like,
have a win-win with you, so I'm ending this conversation now.
yeah, it's emotional abuse.
Okay.
That's why they railroad me to talk to scammers.
Okay, that's fine.
Let's see how this goes.
Reach Long Beach 911. Your call will be.
Long Beach 911, do you need police, fire, or paramedic?
I'm being denied crisis help in a crisis.
Sorry, what?
I'm being denied crisis help in a domestic violence crisis.
I'm sorry.
I'm being denied
You're being denied what?
crisis help in a domestic violence crisis.
Where are you at?
I don't have crisis help. That's what I mean by being denied. It's been happening years.
Who's denying you?
Everybody I come in contact with. Are you
What kind of
denying
help
it
are you
too?
looking for?
What do you do as 911? I need shelter and assistance to flee a domestic violence crisis. I'm denied shelter, access to food, access to bathrooms, crisis help. I have been attacked. Someone has taken.
Services. Okay.
I need crisis
Yeah,
help.
I can help you with that. What's your name?
I need crisis help. It's
What's your
Kiana
name?
Clark.
Say your first name again?
Right, and what PD's accomplices to it. So numerous times they've taken my freedom for trying to flee abuse they're enlisted in. They're the reason why I keep being denied crisis help. But it's a safety risk because they're acting insane, cutting off my food supply, access to bathrooms, and shelters.
Okay. Give me just a second, okay?
Okay. Okay, are you going to set me up?
No, I'm a dispatcher. I can't set anything up, but I'm going to send you someone who can help you, okay?
With domestic violence, or is it mental health treatment?
Well, they can start with the mental health and services that you're asking for.
They already came. Why is it illegal for me to flee abuse? It's been illegal almost
What do you
30
mean
something
they already
times. The mental health team came. Why are you demanding that I get mental health
Today?
treatment to flee
I'm
abuse?
not demanding anything.
Well, I'd like to speak with someone in domestic violence. Why is it a crime for me to flee all these years?
Where did the domestic violence take place?
It took place when the police threatened to break down a bathroom door and committing crimes to keep me from shelter and covering for people that attack me, take my phone.
No, where? I'm like, what city?
In all jurisdictions, it happened in Fort Worth, it happened in Dallas, it happened in Victoria. They're all over.
Okay.
It's
You
a
want to
repeated
speak to
pattern.
Someone in domestic violence then.
That's what I reported. I don't know why people misconstrue domestic violence with locking me up for mental illness.
But you're giving me a lot of information.
That's
So
because
I'm
a lot of
trying
crimes are repeatedly
confirm
committed. I don't know why I have to be blamed for law enforcement having a free reign of terror. I think that shows that
There's
something should have
really
been
not
done a
making
long
too much
time
sense.
ago if it's a lot coming at you and a lot of damage that they've done. I don't think I should be blamed. I think that you should hold them responsible if it's a lot coming at you.
Okay. Where are you going to be waiting, Kiana?
I don't know if I'm being set up because it's illegal for me to flee abuse. I'm
What
trying
do
to
you mean?
prove it
Why do you think you're being set up?
because it's happened almost 30 times. The best predictor of
30
future
times?
behavior
What happened?
is the best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. And my phone is hacked, railroading me to criminals that set me up for trying to flee abuse. That's why I believe that I'll be set up as the pattern has presented itself.
Oh, okay. Okay. And so, yeah, I did see that the Met unit already spoke to you and you didn't want assistance?
I just wanted domestic violence help.
Okay.
And
All right,
I've
let
been
me
the
get to
domestic
that
violence team.
okay?
What did you say?
I'm going to connect you over to domestic violence then.
I wanted someone to come out, a social worker. Like I'm being deprived of domestic violence help because they hung up in my face to cover for it. They've been doing it years.
I see.
Internal Affairs hung up to cover for it. It puts
Well, I
my
can
safety
send
at
you
risk.
Someone to speak to you about this, but where are you
But
gonna
you're
be?
demanding that it's mental health team, and that's not going to help me
Yeah,
with
where are you
domestic
gonna be?
violence. You're demanding that it's mental health again to help cover
I'm
law
not
enforcement's
demanding
tracks.
anything. If you can't answer my questions, I can't.
I don't want it to get clarity. I don't have a right to know who you're sending out. I can't get that clarity. I have that little rights too. I can't know who you're sending out to help me, period.
I'm going to send you out a community services officer.
Is that for mental health?
Yes.
Okay, so you're denying me any kind of assistance for domestic violence. My only option is for mental health treatment. And
Well,
the police continue
did you
to
contact
enforce.
the police departments where it occurred?
I just gave you, did I give you the number?
No, you said Dallas, Fort Worth, Victoria.
In Long Beach too. Long Beach too. That's where they threatened to break the door down because I was in the bathroom, and they're having people shut down bathrooms, remove 15 porta potties.
Domestic violence or something else?
So I just, for years, this is emotionally abusive, and if I could get an attorney, I would sue all
Okay, but you're not
accomplices
being very,
for the psychological abuse
you know,
and damage that they've done.
Helpful to help yourself, so I'm going to put you on hold.
And you do act like narcissistic, and the behavior's predatory, like predators, and illegal, repeatedly unaddressed year after year. It's virtually like if R. Kelly was president of the United States, and he was able to rape black kids for a long time until he ran out of funds, hold them hostage and kidnap them in his home, the black kids. And then when he ran out of money, the government was forced to do something about his behavior. Okay, these fake minions trying to validate it's the government. And they're saying that these people online are psychotic. And these people online is why my rights are being violated, but it was PD coming. But now, it's these psychotic people online that are doing it, that PD refuses to investigate. So she is 2 steps ahead of me, and she is furious that I'm trying to flee abuse. And I reported you days ago for trying to flee abuse. She reported me. But before it was PD coming. But now it's the YouTubers. She is furious 18 minutes ago. Some kind of way PD cannot do anything about the cyber stalking, which is illegal in cyberbullying. In addition to the cyber stalking, the scam is that they're going around these YouTubers and having people deny me or violate my rights that were already violating my rights. So the YouTubers have so much power that all these places they're telling to not give me services, and the places are not because of these YouTubers. So this is what I've been going through. They have railroaded it and networked it to where it's impossible. You have no options. But if you can keep in consideration that the government is being paid, and I wouldn't want to pay my money if there was options. So they're enforcing that there is no options because there's been payment, but that's bribery. It's illegal, of course. But I'm just trying to make sure that you understand that all this time there have been no options for me, which is a violation of my rights.
What's the address of the emergency? Police, fire, paramedics.
Yeah, I'm in a domestic violence crisis, and the police said that the only thing that they'll do is take me to a mental hospital. And I wanted to get details because I don't want to keep on being outside in the streets, and they've been doing it years. So if they have to aid and abet it, and the only thing that they want to do is be accomplices and take me to a mental hospital to cover for their behavior. So just send them out, and I'll get details on what hospital they have to repeatedly take me to cover their tracks.
Ma'am, do you need to be transported to a hospital?
I guess if that's the only option that I have repeatedly over and over, that if the police are allowed a free reign of terror to abuse and no one's putting them under control.
Well, we already talked to you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have choices. I don't have rights. You are getting your charges. So for me to flee abuse, the only option I have is going to a mental hospital. People can break my wrist, take my phone, hack my phone, commit all these crimes, keep me from using the bathroom, and the only thing you want me to do to cover tracks is go to a mental hospital. I don't have options, so go ahead.
Okay, so what do you want to do? You want to speak to the sergeant?
I don't know. I don't have options. This is 911.
I'm giving you options.
I don't, whatever. If that's what you think as a 911 operator for someone being terrorized that they got to go to a mental hospital, I don't have rights.
What is your name?
It's Kiana Clark.
And your phone number is at 4693.
Yeah, if that's what you think as 911 for police terrorizing someone, you got to go to a mental hospital.
I don't know the details.
I'm telling you the details. They came and threatened to break up. They're cutting off my shelter. You don't know the details because you're in the call. They cut off shelter, food supplies, access to bathrooms, let people terrorize me. Someone stole my phone. They covered for it, intimidated me, scared me. Someone fractured my wrist.
You're in an emergency.
And they cover for all of that. You're disconnecting in a crisis. That's illegal. That's a misdemeanor.
All right. Have a good day, ma'am.
That's illegal, ma'am. That's a misdemeanor charge.